What's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, today is going to be a hair tutorial on how to do human hair faux locks. Now, this is a much easier and simpler way than the last video that I uploaded, which was also about human hair faux locks. So this will be pretty much cutting that time in half. So I'm going to give you guys the tips that you need. To start off, I'm just going to be using some edge control to move my edges out the way. The edges I got, I'm just gonna slick them down, because when you are twisting your faux locks, you don't want those edge hairs to get caught up in the twist, which they can if you don't slick your edges down. So that's just like a helpful little tip. And as you can see, I've already done I've done all of my head, but I left this one right here so I can show you guys how to do it. I just plait down my hair to about here. You don't have to plait the whole thing down, just because it takes a lot longer, and you're not going to see the plait anyways. You just want to give your hair give that plait a little length so that you can connect your faux lock onto it. And the locks that I'm going to be using are these. I got these from my beauty supply store. I only bought 2 packs of these, and I barely used, well, not barely, I barely have 1 bundle left. So pretty much used up both packs. This is the faux lock, and I'm gonna be putting this side with the hole onto my plait versus using this side that does not have a hole. So for my beginners out there, you're just going to open up the hole on the faux lock like this. And then I'm going to take my crochet needle, open up that latch, and I'm going to put it through about 1 inch away from my scalp. The reason we do that is because we do not want to add a whole bunch of tension up here, and we don't want them to look bulky at the top. And once I got that hole through on the crochet needle, I'm going to close it, and I'm going to pull it through the plait just like this. Take the crochet needle out, open up that hole one more time, and then you're going to put your lock, the lock as well as the plait through the hole. And then you're going to tighten it by pulling it. You want to make sure you pull it good, because you don't want it to be a big hump right here that you have to wrap over. It just makes the lock look bumpy in that area. So once I got it the way I like it, I'm going to grab some wrapping hair, which this is the hair that I'm going to be using to wrap it. And both this lock as well as this wrapping hair are synthetic, but that will not matter, because it's not like you're going to be using any heating tools on your lock. You're just going to be using it on the human hair. And the human hair is what is going to be in between the locks and at the bottom of the locks. So I'm going to be using about this much. You don't need too much, but you want to make sure it's not too little either. So about this much to wrap the lock. Take my crochet needle again, but this time we're going to, and you always want to make sure it's open when you put it through the lock. But this time we're going to make sure we go through the top of the lock. And then we're going to add that hair on, close it, pull it through. Okay, so I'm holding on to one end. You want to have a short end and you want to have a long end. Now, the short end you're going to put with your hair and the lock, and then the long end you're going to hold in a different hand, and you're just going to wrap the long end around the lock, just like this. I'm just going to wrap until you get to the bottom of where your hair stops. Okay, and then once I get below my hair, I'm going to add just a tiny bit of nail glue to that spot. so that my lock does not unravel where I ended it at. And you only want to add a tiny bit because you don't want it to turn white. Some nail glues turn white, so just be careful with that. But I always use the Kiss brand. I've used other brands that turn white, but the Kiss brand does not turn white when you add it onto the lock. And that is how you do a simple faux lock. Now I'm going to show you guys how to add on the hair to the faux lock. So the hair that I will be using is this hair that I got from a beauty supply store. I'm going to be using these bundles. What I'm going to do is just cut off the weft. All right, so now I'm going to crochet the human hair on. And what I'm going to do is cut a little piece from the weft like this. I want to use about this much. Not too much. I don't want it to be too thick. And what I'm going to do is make a short side and a long side. And you see this little loop right here. I'm going to use that loop to crochet onto the needle like that. And then I'm going to close the latch and bring it through the lock. Now that I brought it through, I got a long side and I got a short side. And I'm just going to put them together like this. I'm going to roll them a little, like twist it a little bit so that they are together. And then I'm going to take the nail glue. I'm going to add a little dot. I'm not adding it to where the lock meets the hair. I'm adding it maybe a tiny bit away from that because I do not want to get any of this glue on my hair. Yeah, as you can see, it's right here. I was trying to do it in a way for y'all to see it. So now that I got some glue right there, I'm just going to tap it. And you don't have to tap it, but I like to tap it. Make sure it don't move anywhere while it's drying. And yeah, you got this piece. And I'm just going to cut this little tiny piece off because I don't want that sticking out. Right there. And that's how you add on the human hair. So we'll take another piece, cut the weft. And I'm still going to use the same lock because I want to add more onto, let's say, the middle. And I'm going to bring it through. Short end, long end. Add them together, twist it a little bit, make sure they're all together, and add a little glue. And it's on there. So this looks a lot more full. I've already done some of these pieces over here off camera. So all together, it's looking like this. And y'all might be wondering, why the heck is her skin so shiny right now? And it is because I am trying to come up with a skincare routine for myself, y'all. I've never had one. And I feel like I'm about to be 30 this year, y'all. So I'm trying to come up with one because I don't want my skin to start wrinkling, and I want to look like I'm still in my 20s. Like, I want somebody to be like, oh my God, I thought you was a teenager. Like, that, my skin right now isn't giving that. My skin is always, always, always dry. So I ordered some stuff on Amazon to like get my skincare routine up. And I ordered this. I don't know have any of y'all ever used this? It's called Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. And I don't know, when I looked at the reviews, everybody's face was just like glowing and shining. And you're supposed to put it on like before you do your moisturizer. So I also ordered some exfoliator, but it hasn't come yet. So I used that Snail Mucin today. And it's got my skin glowing a little bit. So I'm gonna put it on every day and see what that does. But all right. Let me add a couple more pieces on that. If y'all have any skincare routine tips, like, please let me know. I forgot to cut off this short piece. because I'm trying to get right, y'all. I'm trying my hardest to get right. And I don't drink enough water. So y'all ain't gotta tell me, drink more water. Like, I know I gotta drink more water. I just don't. But let me stop rambling. And I'll come back after I add a couple more pieces. All right, so now that I've done this front section right here, I'm just going to comb my hands through it because I don't want any loose hairs falling out and shedding all over the place. So I'm just raking it through. And that's before I even add, and this is how much has come out. That's before I even add the hair onto the bottom. I just want to make sure I'm not shedding. And I can get a better idea of how full it actually is. So helpful tip. This is what I'm left with. So this is what we started with, and this is where we're at right now with the front section. And I do like to go section by section, and I'll tell y'all why. Since I'm done with this section, I can now gauge how full I'm making this section because I don't want one side to be thicker than the other side. All right, so I think I got it as full as I wanted. And plus, I'm tired of adding in here. I can't even lie to y'all. It's been like a good hour of me adding in here, but I got the back. This is what we're looking like. Let me move the camera back. Oh. This is how full it is. Bring it all to the front. It's pretty full, y'all. I think I might have... No, this is good. I was going to say, I think I might have overdid it, but this is with all the hair in the front. And I'm not going to wear it like that. It's going to be hair in the front, hair in the back. So, yeah. So I'm going to show you guys how to add in a couple strands to the bottom. I don't want to overdo the bottom. I want it to be thinner than the top part, so it falls really nicely, but I'll show y'all how I do that. All right, so I have added some pieces to the bottoms already, and I'm gonna add some more until I get it how I want it. And it's not gonna be this long, but I wanna show y'all how to add the pieces on. So I'm just gonna take one of these locks. Always put the hair in my mouth, don't mind me. We're going to add the crochet needle onto the bottom of the lock. Not the very bottom because it'll slip off. We're gonna take our hair, crochet it on and through. Once I have that little loop, I'm gonna bring the bottom of the lock and the hair that's loose on the other end through the hole. And then we're just gonna tie it on there like that. And then where the lock meets the hair, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of glue. Just like that. And then I also like to add a tiny piece right there at the end of the lock. I'm gonna add a tiny, I hate when people call me and I'm doing a damn video. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of glue to the end of the lock, like that. And there's the end. So this is what the ends are looking like so far. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of this off because I don't want it this long. Yeah, I'm liking this. just how it is. I'm gonna add a couple more curls to the bottom, and I'll come back and show y'all what the finished look is like. Back so y'all can see the full thing because it is long, but this is the back. It's super cute and full. I like how it just goes wherever. Y'all, I'm really feeling myself right now. This is pretty much it, y'all. I'm going to wash it and then I'll show y'all what it looks like when it's wet. And then eventually I'm going to curl it. And I might do a separate video just showing y'all some different styles that I do with it. But yeah, I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like after I wash it. And I've gotten dressed. Because right now I look like a question mark. All right, y'all, so this is the final product. This is with my hair washed and conditioned. That's the back. It's just flowing. Yeah, I'm feeling real cute, y'all. It's super cute. I'm gonna upload another video eventually when I do curl wand it and stuff like that, so you guys can see what it looks like. But I'm so happy with how it turned out, y'all. This is so much lighter than the last upload that I did, and it's longer and it's fuller, and it didn't take as long. So yeah, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, so that you can catch the next video that I do. And yeah, y'all, tell me what y'all think in the comments too, because I love to hear y'all feedback. If y'all know a simpler way to do it, please show it to me, because this is as simple as it has gotten for me with human hair faux locks. But anywho, yes. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for supporting me. And I'll see y'all in the next one.